Okay, first thing, just looking at the function, and I got the graph there as well, but they want me to, kind of analyze the function, and I got the graph to help me. So one thing I want to do is just a horizontal asymptote. That looks pretty simple to do. And what do you get over there? Limit as x goes to infinity of f of x. And looking at it, it looks like it's just 3. I mean, it looks relatively simple. You divide by the highest degree variable, x4, you just get 3. Let's look at limit as x goes to minus infinity of f of x. We're still going to get 3. So I guess the horizontal asymptote is y equals 3. And we did that by limit. And certainly the graph looks like that as well. The only point is a really kind of simple concept is y-intercept. How do you get a y-intercept? Set x to be 0. And when you do that, what do you get? You get 3 over 2. I'm seeing that in the picture as well, by the way. 3 over 2 is 1.5. Now, what else could I do? I guess I could look for x-intercepts. And to do that, I set the function to 0. And what would you get over there? Well, that could only occur if the top is equal to 0. I'm going to let u equal x squared, and then I'd get 0 equals 3u squared minus 5u plus 3. I certainly can't factor that using my fingers, but I guess I could use quadratic formula. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, twice 3, which is 6. You get 5 plus or minus. And what do you get there? Let's see, you get 25 minus 4 times 3 times 3. Well, you know what? That's complex. The radicand is negative. So there's no x-intercepts. By the way, I definitely see that. Okay, other than that, I want to claim that other than getting this thing, knowing that it's asymptotic with this over here, the domain of it, all real numbers, that's pretty simple. I'm going to say that's about, at this level again, it's about probably all we could do. However, we could look at symmetry. And right away, what I notice over here, that it's even symmetric. What do I mean by that? F of x is identical to f of minus x. It's even symmetry. All right, let's take a look at what's written down. And, certainly looking at it, they talk about looking at the graph, talk about looking at limits. They got this over here, a horizontal asymptote. Again, looking at both that, minus and plus infinity, y equals 3. The domain of it, fairly simple. The y-intercept, fairly simple. The fact that there's no x-intercepts, fairly simple. Other things, even function, fairly simple. The other thing is I want to point out, range is almost impossible to get from the picture, but you could have a stab at it looking at it. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's take a look at it. And looking at it, the range of it, just looking at the picture. What do I mean by the picture? This is the picture over here, all right? I'm just roughly going over that. And I noticed that, kind of looking at it, I'm going to say it looks like it bottoms out over here. And kind of looking at the picture, I would say, if I were looking at that, I would say it looks like 1/3, but I'm really not sure. So I'm going to put an open interval. I'm really not sure if it's touching that. I'm just looking at it. And it looks like it's going up to 3. And I'm not even sure if it's touching that, but it doesn't appear to be. It's asymptotic with it. Now, granted, there's ways of knowing what the range is, but right now, we don't have that level of detail, by the way. So over here, I want to point out, I got this written over here, and certainly I'm including the 3rd there. And it looks reasonable to include the 3rd as well. But the deal about this over here, you're going to look at this over here and you say, how did you get this? Right? This took effort, by the way. This was effort. Effort that you guys don't know about yet. Now, certainly, and I guess maybe not maybe, but you're going to go through, this is 119, you'll go through 120. You won't learn about there either, by the way. But then when you get to Math 121, you learn how to get these points over here. And the reason to get these points are minimal points, and it'll help me with getting the range. All right? Thank you.